the madness.
Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Mantho, and today I'm going to be going over a sub-rogue guide. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the spells, because a lot of the spells have been changed around. We reworked or like renamed and stuff like that. So with the first one, Crimson Veil, it is the same thing as Recuperate, except it's on a 30-second cooldown, 30% of your maximum health over 6 seconds. Second, we have Nightblade. Works just like Rupture, does shadow damage. You can apply it with the more combo points you put into it, the more damage it does over a certain amount of seconds. And then if you're hitting your target while this Nightblade is up, it will slow them. The only downside to having Nightblade on is that it can be cloaked or it can be dispelled, considering that it is shadow damage. Next we have Shadow Blades. Now this works exactly like it did in MOP. Basically what it does is it does shadow damage, and abilities that generate combo points to it makes them regenerate 1 additional combo point, so you get 2 combo points. Shadow Dance, it's the same exact thing, works the same exact way. It just has 5 seconds if you're running Subterfuge, 3 seconds if you're not running Subterfuge, and then it has 3 charges. You can use this back to back if you want. Now next up we have Shadow Strike, which is just like Ambush, it's just renamed, and it does a lot of physical damage, more than Backstab overall, so it is definitely worth using. And then it also teleports you behind your target, so you have Shadow Step and then you have your Shadow Strike, so you could dance, Shadow Strike, teleport behind, teleport again, dance, Shadow Strike, and you'll stay on your target. You're stuck on your target, and then if you have Nightblade and you're hitting them with Shadow Strikes, they're slowed, and then they teleport, you're on them again. Shuriken Storm is just like Fan of the Knives. I didn't know this at the start. It took me a while to actually recognize this spell, but just to let you guys know, this is Fan of Knives. We do have Shuriken Toss, just as a little range ability, can do some damage if you need to kill someone that's really low and they're at range. Next up, Symbols of Death is just like Slice and Dice. That's pretty much the same exact thing, except rather than attack speed, it increases damage that you do by 20% for 35 seconds. Downside to this is that it does require stealth, but you can use it when you have dance up, which that is really cool. One thing to note is when you are in stealth and you do use Symbols of Death, you get this death proc, which your next Shadow Strike will be Critical Strike. Now a really nice passive that we have is Deepening Shadows. Your finishing move reduces the remaining cooldown on Shadow Dance by 3% per combo point spent. So if you're in a tight fight, you can use your finishing combo and then get your dance back up, and then there you go. You can finish your target. Now we have Shadow Technique. Your auto attacks have a chance to generate a combo point. This would be good if you're trying to get up Nightblade or you're just trying to get a nice Eviscerate off. Just extra damage in general. So with that said, let's move on to talents. Now these talents are basically the talents that you want to be running for sub in Prepatch, live, or beta. Don't know when Legion actually comes out, probably get some different stuff. But right now we're running Masters of Sub, Subterfuge, Vigor, Soothing Darkness, Prey on the Weak, Premeditation, Masters of Shadow. Masters of Shadow, or Master of Sub, attacks while in stealth for 6 seconds after breaking stealth, cause an additional 10% damage. So it gives you a little bit damage boost. Subterfuge works the same thing as it did in WoD and any expansion before that really, except an increased duration of Shadow Dance after Subterfuge for 2 seconds. Vigor, increase your energy by 50 and your energy regeneration by 10%. Soothing Darkness, you heal 3% of your maximum life every 1 second while stealth inactive, and this also includes Shadow Dance, guys, so keep that in mind, it's a little tip. Prey on the Weak works just like it did back in MOP. Premeditation is now a passive. Cheap Shot and Shadow Strike regenerate 1 additional combo point. Master of Shadows, you immediately gain 30% when you enter stealth, which, you know, that wouldn't really be helpful unless you're trying to reset, I guess, at some point. Or active Shadow Dance. Now that is a good thing. You use all your energy while using your first Shadow Dance, and then you Shadow Dance again, you get some energy back, and you're back at it again. Okay, boys. So for our first rotation or opener, we're basically going to be using all of our cooldowns And pretty much what we're going to be using is Symbols of Death first. Keep in mind this is Slice and Dice, so you want to have it up at all times. After that you're going to go into Shadow Blades, Cheap Shot, Night Blade for the Rupture, Shadow Dance, Shadow Strike spam till 5 combo points, Kidney, Shadow Strike till you get 5 combo points again, and then Eviscerate. I did the rotation a little bit slower just so you guys can see it. If you guys get that down, it'll go much faster, do a lot of damage, and then after that you can basically repeat it without Shadow Blades and still do a lot of damage because you do have 3 Shadow Dances. Alright guys, here is a second rotation. Basically what this one is, you basically lock down your target with stuns back to back to back. So Symbols of Death first, Slice and Dice basically, Cheap Shot, Shadow Strike, Night Blade, then you're going to pop Shadow Dance, Shadow Strike, Cheap Shot, Eviscerate, and then Cheap Shot once again. And once again, that rotation was a little bit slower. If you do this on your own, or if I were to be playing for real, it would go a lot faster. Obviously I'm just trying to show you guys the rotation. I'll see if I can have a text over the screen just so you guys can get a little idea of it and maybe go slower with it. Maybe I'm going too fast, so I'll put some text over it. That's pretty much it for this video guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide, rotation, talents and stuff. I'll be doing more of these. Make sure to leave in the comments what class you want me to do next. I hope you guys enjoyed, hope it was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, peace out.
Make the ground shake.